Today guys, I bring you the Radioactive Man, a Mayhem 4 Zane build built around radiation. Excuse my voice by the way, I do have man flu. How's it going guys, my name's DPJ and today I bring you another BR3 video. If you do enjoy it, leaving a like really helps out, and subscribe if you want to see more. Okay, so over the past month I've built certain builds for Zane based on the different elements the game offers. Radiation though I haven't covered yet. I have been doing research into certain shields and artifacts which can benefit Zane, and that's what I have acquired and this build is set up around. Now using this build, like all Zane builds I post, they are created for Mayhem 4 and to literally make it a walk in the park for you guys out there. That's what this is. Now what I will state, gameplay you are seeing, you may notice I am using a corrosive weapon here and there within this build. That's because I'm playing in a slaughter shaft and many enemies do have armour. Radiation, as we know, isn't effective against armour, but cryo and corrosive is. Now me sticking to a theme with this build just for this video doesn't apply to you. You can mix and match your weapons to suit the instance in which you are playing. There are no rules with builds, people. Make changes for the better and what suit you. I'm just here to bring you these guides, it's up to you how you use them. Now this radiation build, because Zane within his skill tree perks doesn't really have much in terms of applying any additional benefits to strictly radiation, this build is built around a certain shield and artifact, making the most out of them. So the shield in which we are using the red suit. This shield, although it doesn't have a large capacity, it does however offer other benefits. The capacity with this build though is sorted through other means which we'll get into in a bit. Deals 744 radiation per second to nearby enemies and grants immunity to radiation damage. Deals a knockback on shield break. When damaged, has a 15% chance to drop a power charge that increases weapon damage by 10%. This one anointed to Zane also, adding movement speed while Sentinel is active, which helps as speed equals damage. Class mod Seeing Dead, just absolutely love this thing. My variant offering 5 points into Donnybrook, which is the best in my opinion. Artifact we have the Atom Bomb Auto Idol. This enhances the radiation status effect area, making it larger and more deadly. With a 50% aura damage, 18% aura burst damage and 18% aura burst radius. Also restoring 80% of your max health after killing an enemy. Due to the low shield capacity we have, this thing is absolutely amazing. This also giving us plus 40% magazine size, a plus 8% movement speed and a plus 21% action skill cooldown rate, which is amazing. I have seen these offer extra radiation damage also. Those would be perfect, people. That would be a great addition to your artifact with this build. So this artifact and shield work amazingly together. Grenade, here we have the rubberized transfusion. Now the grenade here itself, this particular grenade isn't important, but grenades are to this build. I do have another grenade coming later, a radiation recurring hex with gain 50% radiation damage on action skill M for 10 seconds. And because grenades do come into play with this build, I suggest you applying a decent one. Like I said, going for a RAD one offering any anointment which benefits the build is a must in my opinion. So onto the build itself, starting with Barrier. 5 points into Adrenaline, giving us increased action skill cooldown. 3 points into Heavy Heart, which increases our shield, needed due to our low capacity on the red suit. 4 points into Ready for Action. 2 points into Rise to the Occasion, and Confident Competence selected. Barrier we use as an action skill, also used in Retaliation and all-rounder augments. Onto the Sentinel, 5 points into Violent Speed and 5 points into Violent Momentum. Speed equals damage, people, remember that. So just keep moving and keep shooting with this build. Drone Delivery, 1 case of where grenades come into play with 3 points into Salvation. Death Follows Close selected with 5 points into Violent Violence, and then 2 points into Good Misfortune. Sentinel is the other action skill we use, selecting the Bad Dose and Boomsday as the augments. So on to Digiclone. So we have 2 points into Synchronicity and 3 points into Premunitus. 3 points into Donnybrook and 3 points into Duct Tape Mod. Another instance of where grenades come into play. Here you can switch a few things up though if you want. If you mainly want damage, skip applying points into Prey and apply them into Donnybrook or Synchronicity. Duct Tape Mod though is important as you want to see the usage of those grenades. I feel a max of 3 here is more than enough, people. Okay, so weapons, obviously, any which benefit this build. Sentinel anointments or the barrier anointments are the best. as both are used and always active within this build. The Sentinel anointment offers cryo damage, which is perfect against armoured enemies. Eliminate the problem I mentioned at the start with using a corrosive or cryo weapon within this setup, just for them armoured enemies. So like I said, having a Sentinel anointment on any of your weapons will give you 100% additional cryo damage while your Sentinel is active. Now because Sentinel and Barrier will almost always be active within this build, that is a great anointment for your weapons. So that's the build guys, the Radioactive Man, a Zane build which just tears things apart. A radiation build perfect for those seeking out to use or even base their own build upon. You will not be disappointed by this guys. I'll leave you now to watch what this build is capable of. It is absolutely amazing. Now shout out to my pal RangersMad69 for helping me out with this build, so credit to him. But on that note, we have come to the end of the video. If you guys enjoyed it, leaving a like really helps out. If you're new around here and want to see more Borderlands, be sure to subscribe. And if you never want to miss a video I upload, you can turn notifications on by hitting that bell button. But guys, thanks as always for stopping by. Hopefully you enjoyed the video and hopefully I will see you on that next one.
This time! More! Open your bloody eyes! Everybody get